Welcome back to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. I am your host, Colin. This episode is with James Lobo Lopez. He is the creator of Lobo Salsa, a local Quad Cityan, and he is a small business owner. And he also has a backstory that we wanted to dive into, and we were able to get into that as well as where he's at with his mental health now, and just a great conversation. I really enjoyed talking to James, aka Lobo. I do not know him at all. I did not know him at all before this podcast. It was something that I thought would be a good idea just because I recently became friends with him on Facebook, mainly because I know people that know him, and I know he was on a friend of mine's podcast, so I was like, he's probably down, and he seems like a guy I'd want to talk to, and I was right. So enjoy this episode with Lobo, and definitely try to find his salsa. I'll have all the locations where you can find that in the Quad Cities, and follow his Facebook page for updates.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, we'll get right into it. So first of all, how long have you been in the salsa game? How long have you been doing that?
I started this I think the first batch that I made as an attempt at trying to make something cool. And that was really, I'm just a tinker. I'm kind of a foodie.
Okay.
Like I love different kinds of foods. If you follow me on social media, it's nonstop me gorging myself on the finest in the local,
Yeah.
the local area, the cuisine of the area. And, so I just decided I was going to make a salsa and see if I could make like a really, really good one. I just ran into the picture a couple months ago. It was like February or something like that. February 8 years ago. So that was when I first started. And then it kind of caught on. Like went through different versions of it, tried different things, was trying to fine tune the recipe. And I went from being like something that I kind of enjoyed to where when I hit it, I kind of knew.
Okay.
And I was handing it out to my friends left and right.
Yeah.
Just to have them try it, to get feedback. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what I was going to call it. I didn't really know. Every name, when you're trying to name something, sounds so stupid.
Yep.
You know?
Can't force a name.
Right. Batman probably sounded really dumb at first, too. And then it just popped. And next thing you know, of course, why wouldn't you call him Batman?
Yeah.
So, me having the nickname Lobo, everybody was referring to the salsa as, have you tried Lobo's salsa?
So it's just like,
so
there it is.
There became the name.
Yeah.
And then I had my cousin, who's a graphic designer named Paul Lopez, did all the graphic works on the, came up with the logo and basically branded me in that way. And
okay,
got all the art down and branded myself back with it. So
nice. Where'd you get the nickname Lobo?
Last name is Lopez. I was like 15 years old, probably, hanging out with some buddies. We were, shouldn't be doing at 15, getting drunk, probably.
Exactly.
I don't even know,
Yeah.
Maybe 16 is in there.
Somewhere on there, yeah.
Yeah, just too young. And there was a band at the time called Los Lobos that had done some soundtrack work on a movie. Maybe it was La Bamba or something like that. I can't remember. But everybody knew the band Los Lobos, and my buddy was hollering at me, trying to get my attention. And it was Lopez, Lobo, Los Lobos, whatever. And then the Lobo thing stuck.
Okay.
Weird. And it's followed me for 30 years. 30 years.
Nicknames are weird like that.
Yeah. I've lived in St. Louis, Chicago, was incarcerated for a while. That just followed me literally.
Even people that didn't
everywhere. Once they heard it.
Oh, once they heard it.
And once somebody would hear it, or
then it stuck.
Yeah. Somebody would be like, what? Oh, that's a good nickname. Yeah, I can see that. And
that's kind of how I
stuck with me forever.
So that's how a lot of my friends growing up called me Bones, and they still do. And once it comes up around certain people, then they start calling me that too.
It's weird. Yeah, and also I kind of lived comfortably in that space. You know what I mean? Like of Lobo, it was right around that age I started getting into stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing anyways.
Okay,
You
so
know
it's
what
an
I mean?
identity.
Yeah. It was a person that was an escape from who I was. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it became an alter ego kind of. So, and I rode that hard, you know. So, and I still kind of lean on it like that, to be completely honest with you.
Well, I mean, but you're not the same person as when you started the nickname.
No,
Obviously,
I'm not,
so,
but I still use that identity, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still use that part. You know, Lobo is a definite entity unto itself. James Lopez is by himself at home a lot.
Yeah.
You know, Lobo's a public person that's the perception of is completely different than what my life really is, I would say. You know?
I gotcha. I understand.
I'm just overexposed on social media, I would say. And I do that on purpose. You know, I'm active on social media because I'm trying to make awareness and promotion of my business. And
Yeah.
also I'm a big supporter of other local anything and everything.
Yeah. I'm starting to get into that
So-
too. That's why I'm starting to do as many podcasts with local people as I can. I think my
I'll send some your way if you're looking for them, man. I know a ton.
yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
My I think my biggest goal locally of someone I want to interview would be, his name's not even Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Colby Lopez, I think his name is,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right. Yeah, he's a West High guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know anyone that knows him well enough.
The Lopez guys do, don't they? Aren't they
Is that who you're related to?
I'm not related to those guys. I'm just also Lopez.
Here's also Lopez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when they came back from the flood, when they reopened down from the flood down there, I walked in there with like a couple quarts of salsa and a couple bags of chips. And I'm like, hey guys, welcome back. From one Lopez to another. Small business.
Those guys are cool as shit.
They were super cool. Super cool. Yeah.
I don't know them that well, but I haven't heard anything bad about them at all.
I've met them each, and that's about it. But also,
Yeah.
I didn't really expect anything.
And they're
from them when I did
hilarious,
that.
man.
Yeah. They're
They've done
great.
some funny ass stuff online.
Yeah.
Yeah, before they were open, it was like a year of just them on social media just doing.
I love it. That's exactly what you have to do to build a brand.
They built so much hype.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
the pizza's solid.
Yeah, I love the pizza too.
Yeah,
I've been down there multiple times. It's fantastic.
Yeah. They built up the hype. That would have sucked if they would have came out with the shitty pizza. Oh man, that would have been terrible.
They do a really good job.
They do a really good job, actually. Yeah, and then I'm glad they got that spot up on Brady, because that's closer to where I live. I'm over, I'm not gonna say exactly where I live, but yeah, I'm more northwest Davenport.
Yeah,
so.
gotcha.
So that's better, easier for me to get to.
Right.
So I like that. But yeah, let's talk about a little bit about, before we started recording, we were talking about, just like, because I've made a lot of changes in my life, and I know you've made a lot of changes in your life as far as to being a better person and being a more productive member of society, as
Trying.
a lot of people
Always attempting
and always trying. So what got you to the point where what's your secret as far as staying out of trouble? Because you said you got into a little trouble when you were younger.
Yeah.
Because obviously statistically, it's just like.
Yeah, I fall into a very small percentage. The demographic for who I am, being a minority, being Mexican, having gone through the prison system, I, at a young age, got wrapped up in super insecure when I was young. Super, you know what I mean? Wanting to fit in.
Trying to prove yourself.
Wanting people to like me, wanting to prove myself, wanting to... all those things. All the things that typical...
Did you grow up in the Quad Cities?
Yeah, I've like Geneseo, Cambridge, East Moline.
Yeah.
I've lived everywhere in the Quad Cities.
Okay.
So like another part of it is I think I went to like 7 schools growing up.
Oh yeah.
So through the course of, it wasn't like I was just in a school and I grew up with the same kids the whole time. It wasn't like that. So,
that's tough.
Yeah. So there was there's just a lot of moving on. Anyways, it's just insecure. Also like just wanting to fit in, and then you see it all the time. You know what I mean? Kids think it's cool to do the wrong thing or get high or do whatever, and then I kind of jumped in on that at a young age, and then like once I got out of high school, I kind of lost all ambition. I seemed to be kind of naturally kind of fairly smart when I was in school, but once I got out, I just didn't care.
Yeah,
and I just went all in, and ended up getting myself a pretty good case with the feds, and was incarcerated for pretty much my whole 20s. So now that I've been out, to answer your question, what keeps me out of it is that I've got an extreme fear of failure.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've already failed. You know what I mean? Like my midlife crisis came when I was 21.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't afford another one. I can't afford any more. You know, I just can't afford it anymore. I don't think my heart could take it. I can imagine putting my family through it.
Yeah.
You know.
And you have family. You have children as well, right?
I have one daughter. Yeah.
One daughter.
Yeah, Lily's her name. She's wonderful.
That's awesome, man. And and obviously, yeah, if you don't want to miss out on any time with her, of course.
No, I mean,
and there's that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? You know, the person that's been, there. To just.
And she wasn't born. Obviously, she wasn't born yet until you were out.
No, yeah.
So.
Yeah, correct. That's correct. Was born much after, so
she didn't have to deal with any of that, which is awesome.
Right. It was something she's old enough now. I let her know about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it was kind of an interesting conversation, but we got through it. She's pretty smart.
Yeah.
So.
Where do we want to go from here? Well, when you first, let's say like when you first got out, that was around what time?
This is 2006.
2006. Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to start from scratch. You were saying.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, like I came home and the 5 things that you kind of need to make anything a life. You need one of these 5 things. You need a place to live.
Yep.
A job. Some money. Some clothes. And some mode of transportation. I had none of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely none of it. And I had a spot in the halfway house that they put me in over on 605 Main here in Davenport.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah. Yeah.
I was in 605 Main for about 6 months. And, I had some, like my family got me a couple set of clothes, you know what I mean? Like a good buddy of mine named Todd got me some work boots and some, a couple pair of clothes there. But that's generally about it, And my dad.
The basics.
Yeah, the basics. I had a home that I rented. I had a house that I rented. That was actually a house that I lived in when I was a kid. So at least I was familiar with the house. But I rented that from my dad. So I wasn't completely without, but technically,
Taking a break in the interview here for a second, just because I stuttered quite a bit here, and wanted to just let everyone know that I do appreciate all the feedback, shares, and reviews. I did learn recently that Apple pushes my podcast more if I get 100 reviews, so I think I'm at like 25 right now. So if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please drop a review. Spotify as well, I'm sure it helps. And anywhere else you listen to podcasts, I really appreciate it. What was your relationship like with your parents while you were incarcerated?
I had kind of been a little estranged from both of them, just based on the fact that I was so out of control.
Yeah. You didn't want them to know.
Right. But it was obvious. I mean, I was using hard drugs.
Yeah.
I was super skinny. I looked like crap.
Yeah.
It was tough for me to be around them.
Can't really fool your parents.
They knew.
Yeah.
And when it started going bad, I was living with my dad for a little while, and he said I had to go because I was endangering his household at that point, having drugs on me or whatever. Kind of the same situation happened with my mom, and that's all squarely on my shoulders, like they gave me every chance that they could, and I was intent on self-destruction. So when I got incarcerated, my mom kind of was really there for me. And my dad, who had warned me every step of the way on my way to being incarcerated, kind of was a little more standoffish.
Yeah,
but he's like, hey, man.
Told you so.
I told you, yeah. He didn't want to say he told you so either. He didn't want to say that, so he just didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
that sounds about right.
Yeah, it was a little interesting, but I understand that though, and I also am aware now. Him and I have spoke about it since I've been out, obviously, which has been quite some time now.
Yeah.
But him and I talked about it, and he said, "Hey, it was tough. It was tough for both of us. It was tough for me. It was tough for your mom. It was tough for
You have any
you."
siblings as well?
I have one sister.
One sister,
I have
yeah.
one sister. Yeah,
Older or younger?
older by about 20 months or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Her name is Anitra. She's wonderful. Yeah.
So yeah, then.
Everything bad I did, she's awesome. Yes, I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
Happy
I
for it, too.
understand. Yeah. I'm in a weird place. I'm in the middle. I'm the middle child. So
Right.
I kind of got away with a lot of stuff. I was a little overlooked, not on purpose. Like I just could fly under the radar a little bit better. So
Sure.
that's where I got into my mischief and doing stupid stuff.
Right.
Because I was like, I can get away with this, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But yeah, so fast forward, like, what was it like trying to obviously starting your life back over, like finding employment, because obviously, are you a felon then?
Most definitely a felon.
So
Most definitely
that's
a felon.
a huge struggle right there.
Yeah.
I know many people who struggle with that
Yeah.
and finding employment. So
I don't want to say it's not tough for some people based on potentially the crime that they committed.
okay,
If the crime is of violence towards somebody,
ooh, okay,
that might be if you had a theft or an armed robbery or something like that. That may fit, if,
because companies like they're
there-
gonna steal from us.
Yeah, or if there's violence against a person, a child, whatever, you know what I mean? Like that kind of factors in differently. So I don't want to take away from the struggle that anybody else may have because I only know mine.
Yeah, of course.
So in the halfway house, you can get these crap jobs. I was working at an injection molding place across the river here called the Norcross Safety Products, I think it was called. It used to be called Service Rubber before that. It was a terrible job.
Yeah.
But I was employed 3 days after getting out.
Yeah.
So, I insisted on it. They're like, nope, you got to go through your O&A's, admissions and orientation, A&O, whatever.
I need money.
Yeah, I told you, I had nothing. I
Yeah.
had nothing. I had a couple pairs of clothes that I was gifted.
Yeah.
And I needed to come up. So one thing that I know I can do is I can hustle. I can work. I'm not scared of it.
Yeah.
So I had that job for a couple of weeks, and then I was actually incarcerated with a guy that told me he'd try to get me on where he worked at, which was out in Bluegrass, a contractor that works by the SSAB steel mill out there. Used to be called IBSCO.
Okay, yeah.
So anyways, I got on out there like within 2 months of me being out. And I stayed there for 5.5 years. I was a supervisor by the time I left there. Like I was a supervisor within like 18 months out there.
Hell yeah.
And then, but I sacrificed those 5.5 years to that place.
A lot of hours.
I worked 72 hours a week, pretty average. So, it was work. And then after about 5.5 years of that, I was kind of getting burnt out on the commute mostly because it was 45 minutes there and back and falling asleep at the wheel after 12 hours. It was brutal. I hitting deer all the time. I hit so many deer.
Oh, man. They hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty dumb.
Same. So I had more than one of them run into the side of my car.
Yep.
Yep. So I saw an application for Arconic. Or not application, but I saw an ad for Arconic in the paper. So I went and I tested and filled it out and did all the things, and I got hired, and I've been there ever since. And then about 8 years ago, I've been there at Arconic for like 10.5 years. And
It's a good place to be.
Weirdly, it is a good place to be. Weirdly, though, and I bought a house. I had a car, had a motorcycle, I bought a house, and all of a sudden I was like, hey, I'm doing okay now. And I was weirdly unhappy. I couldn't figure out why I had, I'm going to give you some air quotes here, made it. You know what I mean? But I was safe.
Yeah.
Why was I so unhappy? And I couldn't figure it out. And I talked to my mom about it, my buddy, my sister, about how I felt like there was a change on the horizon, like something was going to happen. I didn't know what. I didn't know why. I didn't know why I was feeling that way.
Yeah.
And in retrospect, looking back on it, I had always kind of struggled. I had always, not well off when we were kids. That's why we moved around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of being an outsider, being a Mexican kid in small towns in Cambridge and Geneseo, that left it a little, awkward.
Yeah.
Wanting to fit in, not ever really kind of feeling that, you know what I mean? Always having anxiety, always kind of being insecure, those types of things. It was always a struggle. There was always a struggle. And then I went from that to getting into drugs and dealing with that, which was a struggle.
Yeah.
To going through incarceration, which was a struggle, to getting out with nothing, and then trying to build my life back up, which was a struggle. And then when I finally was able to take a breath, why was I unhappy then, right? I realized I'm a bit ambitious, and it had been covered with struggle. So I didn't realize that I had ambition underneath that. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be working towards something. Yeah. And when I wasn't, I felt I was unhappy. So all the while that I'm doing this, I'm messing around making salsa, trying to, like, as a hobby. Yeah. And that's where that took off at, strangely enough.
Yeah, it started off just like more of a challenge to yourself. Like,
yeah. And it seems like if I don't have a project in front of me or something that I'm working towards.
I'm getting to that point too. I got to be doing something. And I even I was talking to my dad today who, him and his business partner started a business over 20 years ago out of our garage, or their garages, I should say, and grew it to be a very big, successful company and ended up selling it, to a competitor. And so he called me and was like, "Hey, I heard about this opportunity," because he still hears about stuff, and he knows a lot of people involved in a lot of different businesses. And I was like, because I've done I had a business of my own and I royally screwed it up. I was in the cell phone repair business for not even a year. I had business partners all around. It just wasn't a good setup, right? To begin with, but it just ended up working out, and it wasn't a good time in my life. But now I'm getting to the point where he's like, this would be an opportunity of basically me running my own business. I can't really get into it because it's not really exactly what it is, but it's an opportunity. And, most of me is like, dude, you got to do it. Like, because I've been keeping my head down, working my 9 to 5. Because this isn't. I wish I could just do podcasts all the time. That would be ideal. Podcasts, and I
keep doing them now for the love of doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, honestly, if your passion's in it.
No, that's why I'm doing it.
Keep doing it for the love of doing it.
I'm not doing it for money. I know there's ways I could make.
Yeah, monetize. Yeah, sure.
I'm just like, no, unless it's some cool company, like a counseling service or something like that, or something I can help plug.
Help people.
Yeah, something that can help people. Other than that, I don't really care about advertising or anything like that. It had to be something. It had to be a really cool product that would really help my listeners and anybody else who's going to be listening. So, but yeah, it's but I have that. I still have that fear of. It's a weird feeling, a fear of success when I do actually accomplish and get what I want accomplished, and I'm like, why am I not happy, or why am I not this? It's like when I got out of my last relationship, I thought I was going to be happy because I knew I had to end it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be free and it's going to be great. Mm-hmm. It's not what happened. I know.
It's weird, right?
Super weird.
I have most recently, like the last year, from Cinco de Mayo last year till this year, I had went through a lot of struggles with disputes with the health department. Cost my business a lot of money, cost me a lot of stress and whatever, and I'm finally on the backside of it, and I'm rebuilding my business from what had been curtailed through whatever red tape, yellow tape, whatever tape that is, reasons that were out there through the health department. Well, I'm finally through all those things, and I'm finally coming back up, and then I just recently got a friend of mine surprised me with a gigantic billboard on John Deere Road.
I saw that, yeah.
And I'm
That guy is the king of billboards, by the way.
he's the king of awesome, too. I mean, like, what a fantastic, I mean, just wow.
Like, I don't know that guy at all,
he's a,
but I know that guy because I see him everywhere.
he's a pretty good guy. I'm lucky to call him a friend.
Yeah.
But so here I am, like my business is locally known fairly well. I'm not known as a bad guy, and I'm easy to be around, fun to talk to, whatever. I have some notoriety with my business, and I've been having some good success lately. And you think that would all translate into happiness, and I feel so awkward.
Yeah.
I am almost afraid of my own success. I'm afraid of my own potential. I'll stand in my own way. I'll throw my own roadblocks up.
It's not uncommon.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely not.
Yeah.
And I don't, I think you and I maybe exchanged this over Messenger or something like that. Like I haven't been to a therapist, or I haven't been to a doctor for like an actual diagnosis, but like some family members of mine have dealt with like depression, anxiety, things like that. And I always kind of thought it was a bit of, okay, whatever.
Yeah, because you don't really know.
I didn't know. I was unaware.
Yeah.
So when about 10 years ago or so, I'm like, why do I feel so weird? Why am I internalizing things so much? You know what I mean? I didn't figure out why situations would make me so uncomfortable that I would have to walk away from them. And that leaves an impression on people. And I'm just like, I'm just coming to find that out now. A couple of days ago, I heard something about that, like how I would react to situations. Left an impression on people, like, well, they thought I didn't care or whatever, but like, it honestly affects me so weirdly, and I internalize it so much that I actually have to physically walk away from things, and now I'm at this weird crossroads where I'm acknowledging that there's probably some things I probably should seek some help with, at least at the very least talk to a therapist.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt.
It won't.
Yeah. But
I've been suggested to maybe try this medicine or that medicine or whatever, and I'm not opposed to that because I know it's done some real good things for people that I know. However, I do have an incredible drive internally. Like I said, that ambition that I have.
Yeah.
And I'm a little scared that if I were to take the edge off of myself, I would also
slow you down.
Yeah, make me not so hungry. You know what I mean? Like
I think when you go to therapy, that doesn't necessarily mean meds, though. You could just be.
No, I know. Yeah, I know they're separate things, and I do need to go. I also I have an overwhelming.
Just go to a therapist that couldn't prescribe you medication, even if they wanted to.
Right. I always get the overwhelming feeling that I'm just in my head about it, and I just need to nut up and get through it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I'm all these different things of me where I'm so self-critical. Get through it, Lobo. Come on, Lobo. Just what I mean.
I mean, it's good to motivate yourself like that, but also at the same time, like when you're holding stuff in, like even if it's not even a therapist, just talking to a friend about it helps too. Which,
right.
I mean, having good. Sounds like you have good friends in your corner that are enough to give you one that's cool enough to give you a billboard at least. That's saying something.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. That was pretty intense there. I'll be honest with you, that if that isn't the hugest vote of confidence from somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he honestly believes in me and believes in my ability, believes that. And I guess how I pay him back is by following through with my end of it, which is to succeed. Yeah. I mean, he's literally asked me nothing, just like how he can help. Like,
that's awesome.
I had actually spoke to him about some things that were on my mind one night, and
about what you wanted to do, stuff like that.
Just about like some of the struggles I was having.
Okay.
And he took it upon himself to he's like, look, I could be a friend of yours that can be there to be a shoulder for you to cry on or whatever, or like I can also be somebody that can do something about it, try to help you in a meaningful way. And that was it. That's what he did. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you a boost in this to try to make a difference. And it already, I mean, it has. I mean, it's incredible. Incredible.
So what have you seen as results already? That's only been up a week.
I think it was Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday it went up.
So not even a week.
Yeah. What's today? Saturday?
Today's Monday.
Monday? Yeah,
So
I think it was Tuesday. Not even a week, yeah.
So what have you seen?
I'm getting calls every day, like just a ton of calls, and then my social media interactions have been crazy too.
Awesome.
That initial post where I posted on my Lobo Salsa page on Facebook.
That got shared a bunch. I saw that.
Yeah, the Lobo Salsa page it's like I'm ran by me whenever
Yeah.
I shared that. I think yesterday it was at 21,000 something or other interactions.
That's insane.
Yeah. What? I mean, like, what?
Yeah.
So that got some traction, and I know a ton of people.
Yeah.
So I guess that's people being supportive and trying to share and just doing awesome things, like just supporting the community.
That's how the podcast has grown, even just recently. Well, I think I just had to like prove myself that I was serious about this. Because at first, when I first started the podcast, I was like, I don't know what I want. I knew I wanted to focus on mental health. I knew I wanted to talk about that, but I didn't really know, how deep I wanted to get into it as far as like how much time I wanted to dedicate to it.
Right.
And, how I was going to do the social media and everything. It was just very much a work in progress.
That's how I found the podcast, social media.
Yeah.
I found it, started looking at it, figured out what it was about.
Yeah.
Started seeing some of the things that you shared. I would share them.
Yeah.
Followed your page. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. Like, I'm in. I feel like could benefit from that. Which is exactly how.
It's like a community. I wanted to make it like a community, man. It's like,
right.
That's why I'm like, I don't care about the advertising and all that stuff. Like, if I end up being able to like be self-sufficient from it, and
that'd be great.
But right now, my focus is consistency, because I didn't have that at the beginning. There wasn't enough consistency. Like, I'd put out an episode like 1 month, and then it'd be like 6 months later, I'd put out another episode.
Oh no, yeah,
and you can't do that.
Gotta stay relevant.
And I've been finding new people to interview. Like I said, what sparked it was I was like, I started doing comedy about a year ago, and I started meeting all these guys, and a couple women as well. There's only a few women that do comedy in the scene right now, currently anyway. And they're all very funny. And I've been able to have one on the podcast so far. But just meeting them, and any comedian you've ever met that's funny, they got a story.
Yeah, sure.
There's something going on.
100%. Yeah.
For sure.
Tony Cavallo's been trying to get me to come down and check out some shows lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tony's a buddy.
Yeah, Tony's a good guy.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know him too well. I haven't gotten to know him a lot. He's not as many open mics as I've been really hitting open mics hard lately. I'm trying to remember what Tony looks like, because
he's a painter as well. He's a fantastic painter.
Okay.
I mean, he's an artist. The guy's just through and through an artist.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I've definitely met Tony, but I can't.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
He's a great guy.
But yeah, that community's just been awesome. They've been really supportive of the podcast too, and every single one of them has like been like, "Hey," it's like, because every comedian loves attention, so they're like, "Yeah, I want to be on the podcast." Like, well, how fucked up are you? I'm just kidding. I definitely want to have you on, but I need to figure out, like, I'm getting asked by people to be on. It's like, I want to have you on, but I also
want to stay on message too.
Yeah, I want to stay on message. I don't want to go too far off and like just talk about comedy, because that's not what this show's about. Like my friend Shane, he has a comedy podcast. That's what his podcast is for. Obviously, we can joke around a little bit on here. It doesn't have to be completely like deadpan serious the whole time.
Right.
But I gotta keep the theme going, and that's what people listen for. So Yeah, and I'm really bad at telling people no too. Like there's certain people that have asked me where I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like I don't know if it would really be something. You got to give me something to work with because you're just like, I just want to be on the podcast. Like,
Right.
well, what are we gonna talk about?
Right.
You got anything going on? You got something like I don't know. You got a drinking problem? You got something going on? Like something, anything.
That is
like
alcohol is it's the thing for. I mean, I drink. I've stopped at times in my life.
Yeah.
But with the level of anxiety that I get a lot, especially the more well-known I become, which is getting to be like a thing in my life. It's a thing I deal with now. And I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. I'm eternally grateful that people show me that much support that when somebody hears the name Lobo, they're like, wait, are you that guy?
You Salsa guy, yeah.
I'm flattered. So flattered by that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you're in the middle of feeling super anxious, I get through that, but I rub a little bit of Jameson on it.
Yeah.
And then James Lopez, anxiety guy, goes away. And here comes Lobo.
Yeah.
And Lobo deals with everybody.
Yeah.
You know? But that takes a bigger toll on me the next day. Because the next day I get the anxiety, you know.
Oh,
the next day I feel even worse. I wonder if I just, I wonder, if there's some blurry parts of the night. I'm like, oh, I was a complete ass last night. Oh yeah, look at me, big guy. You know what I mean? Smart, cool. I can never recreationally do anything. I'm going for maximum effect. I'm very bingy in my life. I'm very bingy with everything. I'm bingy with food. I'm bingy with alcohol. I'm bingy. Any vice, man, come on. Either I'm going to do it or I got to stay the hell away from it.
Yep.
And it's bad because I can't find a happy medium ever. You know what I mean? There's never a quick 2 drinks and then go home and chill out. No.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Man, and I it's hard. It's hard for me. It's really hard for me. And I know that is probably the next step that I have to take in my life. And if I want to improve the quality of my life and also improve the quality of my life, my self-image, you know what I mean? Because like I said, the toll that it takes on me the next day is it doesn't even last one day. We're talking 3 days later, I'm still having a meltdown over
and
how it seems like I kind of keep myself together for the most part.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. That's not a good feeling to just say maybe I'm keeping myself together for the most part.
So you kind of brown out a little bit, not necessarily black out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's just like, people are like, oh, you were fine. But, I can't reason with myself at that point. I'm just suffering the next day, sweating it out,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't miss that feeling at all.
Oh, God. Wake up and you remember something dumb you said.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
So I usually remembered everything. I didn't.
That'll keep me awake 7 months from now in the middle of the night. I'll just be like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Or just the ridiculous, like, I used to be the guy to like message chicks at like 1 a.m.
Oh man.
Just stupid.
Yeah. I think every guy struggle with that at some point.
Yeah.
Every guy struggle with that at some point, and it's not. I don't know. Luckily, this isn't even lucky, but the drinking of it for me takes over, and I don't even think about that. Like that's how much I am on the drinking. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't even get drunk and start messaging girls like out of the. Nah, I'm just worried about drinking.
Yeah.
It's not healthy either.
Nah,
but
no.
at least it's taking that away.
At least you don't have that. 'Cause, there's some embarrassing conversations I've had to have the next day, or like if I actually run into the person in person and be like,
oh my
sorry,
God, don't you just feel this? Oh, feel so small.
So small. Oh man. Yeah, I don't miss that. I've heard a lot of people I know recently or even like celebrities like I listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of rap. One rapper that I'm still kind of like, I like him. I seem to like him as a person, as far as from what I've seen so far. As far as a rapper, he's okay. But Jack Harlow, I don't know if you've heard the name.
know exactly who he is.
Yeah, but he quit drinking like a year and a half ago.
Smoking too, I believe.
I don't know if he quit smoking.
I just saw an interview about that with him. I think he said smoking too.
Yeah, for sure drinking though, and he was just like, he's like, nah, he's like, I don't really think I'd rather have. Probably it was just like hold me back.
Yeah,
that's how I felt about it. I was like, that's a perfect way to describe it. Like, it will hold you back. I mean, maybe not everybody, but I know for me it did, and it also led me to other things. Like, it just opened the door for
other stupidity. There's other things that come. You can't. I have a hard time saying no on something stupid if I'm drunk.
Yep, exactly. It makes things so much easier.
Everything's on the table at that point.
Everything's on the table. Yep. It's oh man, I gotta check on the time just to make sure, because we gotta be under an hour.
All right. Yeah, we got about another 10 minutes here.
We got a little time here. I've kept Caleb past a couple times lately, and I want to piss him off. He's also working on a mix for me for a new song I'm working on with a couple of my friends. So
fantastic.
Yeah, dude, I've been doing the rap thing for on and off for many years. It's just another outlet for me. It's fun.
Yeah, cool. Mine is food. That's my outlet. Like if it's not me, well, salsa's kind of stopped being something I took. I still take a lot of pride in it.
Yeah.
My creative thing comes out in cooking other foods.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I wish I had any kind of musical talent, but I just have none. So
that's the only one I could pick up. It was as far as an actual instrument, I tried to play like the drum set when I was a kid. I quickly gave that up.
I just bought one the other day.
Really?
Bought like that.
Really?
Yeah, literally. Just bought one a couple days ago.
Nice. I thought about getting an electronic one, but I don't know.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my next thing I want to try to do is eventually I want to make, since I rap, I want to try to make my own beats and just be my, like.
Some pretty cool apps that you can do that off of now even.
Yeah, there's a lot of technology like where
man.
Dad does most of the work. You just gotta have the right ear for it, and you can figure it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And YouTube, you can learn anything now. It's
right.
crazy.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm not quite there yet.
I'm always fascinated by the layers that are put on to beats, songs, effects. It fascinates me.
It's like
they're so stacked.
So
deep. If we get good at it, I'm gonna be a fan because I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
I totally am, and I have no skill, so
yeah,
I'm just gonna watch.
Just watch. I know some people who, that's literally how they learned, or have talked to people that's literally how they learned. It's just they're just like, I didn't know how to do anything. It was just YouTube.
Right. And
I think that's how. She's a local singer, songwriter, producer. Being who I am, she's a big part of this. She works with the underground economy a lot. They're working on an album of like local QC artists. I didn't hear about it until after they were started. Otherwise, I was gonna try to be on it, but it was
right.
One of those things. I heard about it a little bit too late, but I watched an interview with her recently. She did. It's Channel 4 does it, like the Quad Cities Local.
Yeah, Living Local or something.
Yeah, did you ever get a chance to do that?
Got asked to be on there one time, and the schedule wouldn't match up for me.
Wouldn't match up.
I work nights over at my other job, so.
Oh, okay.
I work in Arconic too. I still do that.
So what time do you go in?
At 6 p.m. and I'm off at 6 a.m.
Okay.
So they wanted to film at like 9 in the morning
after a 12-hour shift.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a zombie if I don't sleep before time.
Yeah,
and I can't go home and take a 1 hour. It's just I thank you. I'm flattered, but there's no way. I happen to know a producer that was on the show that was trying to get me on there, just trying to be cool. Very very nice of her to do, and we couldn't work it out.
Yeah,
and then I don't think she works for them anymore, but.
That's too bad.
Yeah. It would have been nice exposure, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Is Paul Sands still a thing?
I think so.
Is that a thing? I think
so. Yeah.
Scott was on there. Not too long. Not
Bobby Ray Bunch has been on there 17.89 times.
Bobby Ray Bunch a bunch of times.
That's right. That's right.
I have honestly seen that guy multiple times, but I've never actually talked to him or met him.
He's great.
Yeah.
I love them both. Scott and Bobby. I enjoy the hell out of them both.
And I could tell they're very different, which is hilarious.
They're like an old married couple. They're just fantastic. They play. That was the one. I had met Bobby the day that we did the podcast on You're Better Than This.
Okay.
And
well, maybe this will encourage them to
I think the world of Bobby. I think he's fantastic.
We need to encourage them to get that back going.
Yeah, they play off of each other nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
I've seen Bobby do comedy and I've seen him do music, and he's great at both.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind. I
ridiculous.
haven't seen him do comedy, but I've seen him do music, and he's fantastic.
Yeah.
So
I saw him do comedy. This has been a few years ago. It was before they switched the Raccoon Motel, the original Raccoon Motel.
I was in where Devon's is at now.
Yeah, where Devon's is at. I know Devon too, which is hilarious. I used to work with him at Jimmy John's.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's a complainer. Yeah. He's hilarious though. He used to do comedy too. I wish he would do comedy. He's funny as shit. But yeah, now I think he's involved in there and analog, so he's pretty busy.
Oh, super cool.
Yeah,
super cool.
Yeah, downtown's been really developing. I love to see it. A buddy of mine, which I need to have her on as well. Annie Stoplis runs Theo & Co., which is right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Clothing store, men's clothing store, which is awesome. And I need to support more, but I'm cheap. When it comes to clothes, and I have the worst fashion sense, I need to just go in there and be like, hey, and that's kind of what part of her experience is, not just the, I sell clothes, but she wants to give everybody the full experience.
Like, right. I buy everything online, buddy. There's not a piece of well, this Lobo Salsa shirt isn't technically from online, but I didn't buy it in the store.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything else was literally bought online.
Oh, a lot of mine's online.
I do not like the shopping experience unless I need a suit for something, which is a wedding or a funeral.
Yeah.
And I have to get a new one for whatever reason. Then I'm gonna go. But that was, I think, about it. I take my kid shopping all the time. That's about it.
Yeah.
And I just sit in one of those benches in the middle of the mall with, with all the other dads.
With all the old guys?
Yeah, dude. I just give her my card and I'm take it easy on me, Lo.
Yeah. Let me call and lower my limit real quick.
Yeah. Take it easy on me, Lo.
Yeah.
Don't worry. She's a good kid. She makes me very happy. Very proud of her.
Responsible.
Oh, very, very great kid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did she just graduate high school?
Nah, she's 15. She's 15,
15,
so she just had.
I see a lot of people, kids with graduating.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
It was.
It's hard to
she
keep
just
track.
had a ceremony for National Honor Society. There's like
oh, okay. So I saw a picture of something.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's only 15, but she's a freshman at Orion.
Okay.
She got inducted to the National Honor Society. Whatever. I guess there's maybe levels to it. I don't really know. I think it was like a presidential something or other. But anyway, she's smart as a whip.
Anyway, she's super smart.
She's wicked smart.
Yeah,
she's wicked smart. And I'm wicked happy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, any issue? This is probably a weird subject, but any issues with co-parenting at all? Because co-parenting can be a real.
Co-parenting is difficult.
It's difficult.
Her mother and I.
Were you together for a while at all? Or?
Yes. We were together. We were together for a while, and now we don't really do a lot of communication between the two of us. But Lily's old enough, that we're able to through her.
Yeah,
and Lily's got a spot at my house and a spot out there, and she stays with her grandparents quite a bit too. And we don't really have a whole lot of problems. I'm there to help whatever in any way. Capacity I can, anything. There's never any questions. We're pretty easy with each other. It's been amazingly smooth. So
that's good.
Yeah. It's been pretty smooth. I hope that her mother realizes that a girl's gonna need a positive male role model. Especially at that age of 15. She needs to know how to be treated But
Exactly.
that girl doesn't open doors around me. She sits down first. I stand up if she's coming back to the table or to it. You know what I mean? Like I do the old school things.
Yeah, I try to do the old school stuff too, as much as possible.
And I let her know that if you go on a date with some little nerd,
yeah,
you don't get in the car unless he opens the door for you. You know what I mean? Just stand there.
Just
come around.
Yeah.
But know your worth and demand to be treated that way. Otherwise, you won't know your worth and you'll be treated any old way.
Yeah.
And luckily, a lot of the guys her age, they're all 50. But I remember exactly what it was like to be 15 and 16.
Yeah.
I remember exactly what it was like.
Oh yeah.
But
so yeah, it's like
when I see these guys too, like I like drop Lily off to basketball or cheer,
scare them a little bit,
something like that, and I'm just ripping death metal in my car. You know what I mean? I wear all black all the time anyway, so I'll be standing next to the car. You kind of hear it like Lily's dad looks scary. I promise you, I'm super duper nice, but as long as they think that, I'm good to go.
Oh yeah.
I ended up talking to one of the little guys on the phone one time. She put him on the phone with me. He's like, "Hi, I'm so and so," and I'm like, "Yep." He goes, "You're scary." I care about that little girl quite a bit, so just keep that in mind, buddy. That's all.
Dude.
That's all.
I totally get it.
So, but also she's 15. We're not talking about the biggest relationships right now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they're
gigantic to her.
Oh.
And I give her the
right
amount of respect for that.
Yeah, those relationships.
But she grows, she'll realize there's a hierarchy to those things. You put them in perspective.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm very proud of that little
girl. It's too bad you're a felon. You couldn't have a gun at home and be cleaning it.
No, there's no need for any of that, anyways, man. Like
You can already scare them. Just
the voice usually does it.
The voice usually does it.
Usually does it.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I was like, I know I will probably at least have one daughter if I ever have kids. It's just inevitable. I think it's going to be a test for me.
Boy scares me, man. I'm afraid a boy would turn out like me.
Really?
And I feel like I tortured my parents.
Yeah.
I mean, the heartache that I put them through, getting incarcerated, and them having to worry about me doing drugs like a maniac. And
yeah, another me would be tough to deal with because he'd always think he's right all the time. And it's all right.
I just threw caution to the wind so much. I just didn't care, and I was just so reckless. And I mean, my poor mom. Oh my God, I was just bless that woman for putting up with me. I don't know. I don't know how she stayed with it. I have no clue. I mean, honestly, I've seemed to have somewhat turned the corner and been doing some good things now. But man, it was dicey there for a minute.
Yeah, parents' love's unlike no other.
Yeah, man. I'm thankful for both of mine. They're both fantastic.
Yeah, so. I feel the same way about mine too, and they've been extremely supportive of everything I've been doing, which is awesome.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of like the like I said, coming across your stuff on social media. I feel like this is an important subject matter.
Yeah.
You're easy to talk to. I wish you the best of success, and I'll also do my part in trying to share what you got going on here.
I appreciate it.
Make people aware of it because. I feel like the message is good, and I also like the one thing that stuck out to me was you saying that in order to monetize this wasn't necessarily such a priority so much as it would be if you did get like advertisement, you would want it to be a program or foundation or somebody that was there for helping people, which just to me legitimized.
Yeah,
what your platform is, anyways. You saying it stuck with me. So
yeah, because it's just like I want to help people because for the longest time I couldn't even help myself. And I've turned a lot of things around with me, and I want to be able to share my experience with people and other people's experience as well. And it's just like not enough people talk about the stuff that I've been able to talk to people about on this podcast, which is awesome.
It's really weird because a lot of men especially, where
Oh yeah.
it's not a thing to be talked about.
No.
And I've made it a point to not be ashamed of how I feel about things, and I say them.
Mm-hmm.
I say them in a very public manner most times.
Yeah.
Like, via social media or whatever. And I get a little feedback from that. And I'm like, hey, man, what are you putting all that out there for? I'm like, what? Hey, just it's how I'm dealing with it. It's how I cope.
Yeah.
And also, if somebody who might view me, somebody like from the outside to see me, to see the, like what I've been doing or how my business is doing or whatever, it might give the appearance of somebody that's got their stuff together. And I don't. And I'm,
I don't think anyone has it completely together.
And if
I realized that.
Yeah, and if somebody can look at me and be like, well, he doesn't feel like he's got it all together either. So like maybe I'm not in a bad place, and then they'll stop being so hard on themselves.
Yeah,
that
that's
would help.
the thing.
That would help. You know what I mean? So I'm able to talk about my weaknesses.
You gotta
and
be able to
fears
give yourself a break
and
man.
insecurities. If I can address those things in somewhat of a public forum, I'm not looking for attention when I do that. It's just to let people know, like, hey, it's okay to feel this way. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
It's okay to be doubtful. It's okay to be insecure. It's okay to have anxiety, animosity, any of the weird little things that creep in the dark corners of your mind and start, to give you night terrors or whatever.
Yeah.
Wake you up in the middle of the night.
Because at the end of the day, it's like there's so many other people that are dealing with the same stuff. It's like, and if you get really deep into whether it's depression, anxiety, you think like, oh man, like nobody's going to understand, nobody's going to get it. And it tricks you because there's a part of you that knows like you really are not the only one who's ever experienced this. And if you have somebody to listen to, someone that will listen to you, that cares, definitely utilize that person because they obviously care about you enough to listen. And even if they don't have like the answers,
right.
Sometimes it's just good to just get it out.
It's just good to verbalize it. It's good to get it off your chest.
Get it out.
Yep.
Even if it needs to be just a tweet, like
absolutely.
Even if you need to be Elon Musk and just tweet about whatever you want now, which is hilarious.
I am pro Iron Man, by the way. I'm all for Elon Musk taking over the world. Let's do it. Let's go to Mars.
Let's go to Mars, dude. It's so funny. I love all of it. I'm just happy because he brought Twitter back to where you can actually have the timeline be in chronological order.
Oh God!
I was so mad when they changed that. I was like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
And then he tweeted out the other day, so just click this icon and you can change it back. I'm like, thank you. That's all you needed to do. You don't have to do anything else. Everything else is fine.
Right.
And then and then he's gonna bring back Trump, which even if you don't like Trump, it's hilarious. He's hilarious on
Non-stop entertainment.
I don't think he'll come back though.
I don't think he will either.
Yeah, because he's all in on True Social, which is basically Twitter.
Yeah.
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But yeah, I think we got to wrap it up, man. So Caleb can get out of here.
Thank you very much for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you being on, man. And I hope we can talk more.
All right, absolutely. Enjoy the salsa, man. Let me give me some
man,
feedback. Let me know what you think.
We got are these the same?
No, the one that is closest to you is hot.
Okay.
And then there's mild behind it there.
Okay. I can handle both, but it depends on the day.
I didn't know if you maybe want to share them with somebody, so I figured I'd give you one of each.
Yeah, I'll definitely share it. 'Cause, yeah, if I go through that, it'll be...
Or just eat them all yourself. You can tell me later that you shared them with people, and I won't even know.
I'm not a good liar, man.
All right. Enjoy, brother.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you.